So, got a 2017 Kia Sorento. I tried to go with minimal modification. There's a couple extra holes here and there. Oh well, oops. In the taillights, I've got dual color amber clear Feniex Cannons. Amber clear. In the rear deck, I've got a Fusion 600 from Feniex. It's once again dual color amber clear. I've got on the rear deck there, on the underside of the rear deck, I've got the Hella MST6s. I had to say, fantastic. When I originally went to work on this, the clearance space here is next to nil. And when I mean next to nil, I was worried that I'd even get a piece of paper in there. But Eric up at Tri-State Public Safety hooked me up. They had actually, I guess, done this somewhere else, and he said, give it a try. So I figured, for the price, I can't beat it. On the rear of the deck, I've got Feniex Fusion Surface mounts. Once again, amber clear. You can see there, I've got my 600, which also works as a directional bar. I'll grab my controller here since I've got it outside of the car. Fusion 600, you can on the fly switch, even if you're in mode 1, the arrow board overwrites that. Left and right, and then you can also do the in-out, which is overrides mode 1, which is perfect for what I wanted to do. I tried to go somewhat inexpensive on this. I know, Feniex, inexpensive. All in all, I think for everything that I've got here, I didn't spend too much. My old car, I had some stupid eBay lights. Never again. So we're going to work our way around. On the side, I don't have anything going right now. I am going to be installing some Fusion 200s here when I decide to venture out and buy them. Last time I called, they had to order them in, and I wanted to get stuff rolling right away, so I didn't get them. On the rear, I've got the outside corners right now that have the cannons in them. I'm actually going to try to modify this one here, which is the reverse light, drill a hole, but due to the way they made this car, not easily accessible, so that's something for the future. We'll come up here to the front. I've got I'm not sure who makes it, but it Tri-State Public Safety's intersection bar, which is phenomenal. And then I've got 2 Fusion Surface mounts on the front. Once again, amber clear. Everything on my car is amber clear. Getting the intersection bar or the bracket and the Fusion license plate was kind of I wish I had 4 hands type deal, but I made it work, and all in all, work turned out really well. One thing I decided to do on the front, and I'm still up in the air about this. Here's the controller for the I'll show you the controller box here in a second, my setup, but it's the Brooking Industries, I believe it's SW830. Amazing compact controller, and for $130, I think you can't beat it. Let's see. So what I actually did is I put mode 2 on both the front and the back. I set to a constant white or constant clear. On the back, there's not really a purpose other than if the weather's kind of iffy and I want a extra little bit of light on the reverse. Not bad. Nice thing I found out about these, sorry about that, These two switches here are only rated at next to nothing. I'm not suggesting this to you because I don't think it's what they're meant to. Each Cannon pulls 0.75 amps. And it seems to be working at this point. I haven't had any cutout like I've experienced when I was kind of building everything in the basement. But up front, I do have a slight issue right now with that light right there not being on the same pattern or the same flash, but that'll be fixed here shortly. Not tonight, it's midnight, so I'm going to be going to bed here soon, but solid white, kind of as like if I'm on the side of the road trying to help somebody, I can turn them on, and I got a little bit of light, a little bit of working light here, both on the outside and the forward facing, so that was kind of neat. It wasn't my original plan, but I had some extra spots on the board I built. And I'll show you the controller setup. I do not have the controller obviously mounted on my dash yet or on my windshield. That's a project probably for tomorrow. But here, I actually made a little access. I put a hole in the side, ran all my wires, put a hole here to run my power back. Kind of keep stuff concealed a little bit. So you got your SW830 from Brooking Industries, phenomenal product. 3 10 amp circuits on it, and then it's got 5 other for your low voltage, or not your low voltage, your low amperage. Like I said, I found that I can plug, I've got the 4 surface mounts that if they're in constant clear burn, it works without cutting out. Here I built this. I've got a bar here, so if I have multiple lines coming in, I can just tie one line from here to the switch. I've got multi-landing for switches 5 and 7. So like on the back where I've got a lot of stuff running on 7, I don't have to run a whole lot over to the panel. I can just run one. Neutrals, and I set up individual little spots so that if I want to change flash patterns, I can do it all on the flash. I got momentary switches mounted for each little strip here. Makes life a heck of a lot easier. I can change stuff quickly and efficiently. Minus the one problem up front with the one light not being on the right pattern. Not a big deal at this point for me. But at this point, it is what it is. Everything's working out for me. I have to give mad props to the guys up at Tri-State Public Safety, tristatepse.com. Eric up there owns the shop, runs the shop. He is my dude. Every time I've had questions, I've been able to hit him up, and I've gotten responses. There was one point I had an order I was trying to figure out some information on, and it was, midnight in the middle of the night. I sent him an email. I got an email back about an hour later. Dude knows what he's doing. He's customer service all the way. When I've gone up to the shop, he's always been able to answer my questions, even though he's probably looked at me like I'm an idiot. But I'm good with that. He's very knowledgeable in the product. When he didn't have an answer, he sure as heck knew where to go to get the answer I needed. So if you need any help, get a hold of Eric up at Tri-State Public Safety. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but tristatepse.com, Tri-State Public Safety Equipment. Ask for Eric. Every time I call, I get Eric, but ask for him if you don't get him. He's the dude. He knows what he's doing. Anyways, for now, I'm out. I'll give a little review after I've had a chance to use it a little bit and get used to the controls, which isn't hard because you can set it up how you want. How I want it is how I set it up. So, thanks for watching.